morning, boys and girls. For science today, we're going to start the very last chapter on our sound unit. So this is going to tie right into our next unit on the human body because we heard about the parts of your voice yesterday. Do you guys remember what it's called inside your throat that actually vibrates to create sound when we speak and sing? Vocal cords, that's right, or vocal folds. There's thin muscles in here that vibrate whenever we make noises. So today we're going to hear about hearing. So we'll talk about what is inside of our ear that allows us to hear sound. And as we go into the human body, we'll be hearing about that even more. So let's get right into how we're able to hear. So hearing. We've got a diagram here that I'll also post a picture of to Bright Thinker that shows all of the inner workings of our ear. Okay, as you can see, we've got this outer ear here. And this middle section is called the middle ear. And then we've got the inner ear that ends up having auditory nerves that connect to the brain. So that what we hear, we actually can identify the sounds of. Okay, so reading from up here, but I'm going to keep on the picture since it's going to be helpful. Now, our ears work with our brain to let us hear sounds. The human ear has three sections. They are called the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. Now, the outer ear is the part of the ear that we are able to see. It has a funnel shape. This shape actually helps to collect sounds. So a funnel has the ability, for example, to collect water. It might be kind of tilted at the sides here, and it collects things. Now, the shape of our ear is designed in such a way that it collects sounds really easily. So it collects sound waves and sends them into the ear canal. So this ear canal is what's going to connect that funnel that collects the sound waves to what's doing the work here. The ear canal is a tunnel that leads to the eardrum. The eardrum vibrates when sound waves hit it. So as sound waves enter through the ear canal, then they vibrate against that eardrum just like a real drum. Remember that sounds vibrate when you are tapping on a drum, for example. Now the eardrum vibrations make tiny bones in the middle ear vibrate. As you'll see soon, these are the smallest bones in our human body, the ones that are inside our ear. They make tiny bones in the middle ear vibrate. The bones are called the hammer right here, the anvil, and the stirrup, the three smallest bones in our body. Now they pass along, all three of those together, they pass along vibrations to the inner ear. In the inner ear, the vibrations enter the cochlea. Here, vibrations are changed to nerve signals, and these signals move through the auditory nerve to the brain. And then the brain lets us hear the signals as specific sounds. So sound waves are captured by this funnel shape of our outer ear, travel through the ear canal, boom, vibrate against the eardrum, and then that is a wave passed on to the hammer, anvil, and stirrup as they vibrate. And then right here, we're able to have the sounds transferred into a signal, a nerve signal to go to the brain. Very fascinating. Now, some of you might have heard of people with a hearing impairment, and they have a cochlear implant so that if they've got damage here in the middle ear so that they're actually deaf, that replicates everything that's happening here in the middle. Now, damage to any part of the ear can harm hearing. Sometimes damage is caused by illness or infection. Loud sounds can also cause ear damage. Let's go over to this now. Now, very loud sounds can hurt the cochlea and auditory nerve. This kind of damage cannot be fixed. That's why it is very dangerous to have hearing damage. It cannot be fixed. So it's important to keep away from very loud sounds as much as you can. It's not as simple as fixing a broken bone. Now, earplugs or special ear protection can help keep your hearing safe. Humans can hear sound in a certain range of frequencies. Dogs can hear higher frequency sounds than humans can. Elephants can hear lower frequency sounds than humans can. Some animals, like bats, use sound to find objects in the dark, similar to what we saw with sonar for finding objects underwater. You guys remember about that? There was that echolocation, as you might send sound waves down to see how far or how deep the water is, for example. And depending on how long it takes to come back, that's how far away it is. So bats have something very similar. They make a high frequency sound that bounces off objects. And these echoes actually help bats find their way and locate food. This ability is called echolocation. Dolphins also use echolocation. So the sound wave goes out to something and hits it, and then comes back. And that basically shows a bat how far away something is so that they don't bump into it, or it shows them their food. And since they're blind, it basically is going to be sound working as their eyesight. Little note up here, it says some workers in noisy places wear special ear coverings to keep their hearing safe. And here's a picture of a dog. Once again, dogs can hear sounds that you cannot hear, like a very high-pitched whistle. There are dog whistles that work just for a dog, but we actually can't hear it at all. But it catches their attention quickly. So certain animals are able to hear different sounds than our ear can actually process. Well, that is all for your whole science unit on sound. It was another short one, but very interesting, and it will tie in to the human body very well. So we'll start that after spring break. Tomorrow, you are going to be taking or filling out a study guide. And then Thursday, I'll just have you study your notes, make sure that you are ready for Friday's test. After watching this video today, you do need to complete some notes. And it would be great for you to have a picture of the ear diagram. This is a big part of what we're learning. So if you need to print it off, you can do that. I'll make sure I have it posted in Bright Bigger so that you can print it if you're able to. Once again, I don't have you print things off very often, but this is something that would be best to print off if you can. Because drawing it would be tough. You can try your best and certainly draw it if possible. But if not, I'll have it posted so that you can print it. And then a little bit of information about the things we just read as well. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you later, boys and girls. Bye.